Hello guys, I'm Sarika and welcome to Your Knowledge Buddy. If you want to study in any of these listed countries, make sure you fill the Google form. So without any further delay, let's begin with today's video where I have some good news to share. Where we already know what happened on 4th of December where the UK government published the 5-point plan to cut the net migration. However, there are further updates because UK government faced lots of criticism on one of the announcements which was about the family visa. There were no clear guidelines about the extension of the visa and the graduate visa as well. So UK government has published further update on 21st of December 2023 and here you can see this is the fact sheet. So I'm going to touch upon only the updates which was made on 21st of December. And for my new audience, I have already covered 2 or 3 videos on the final updates which was made by the government, so you can go and watch that. So let's start with the first update which was made, which is none other than the family visa. As we already know that on the grounds of human rights and British people who had been raising their voice against the salary threshold which was defined for family visa was 38,700, which now the UK government came back with further updates by saying they are going to increment that on a stage basis, incremental basis. The salary threshold of 38,700 is not needed from spring 2024. However, for the first stage, you are required to have a salary of only £29,000, which is the 25th percentile of the earnings, followed by the second stage, which is the 40th percentile, which is 34,500, and the last stage will be your 50th percentile, which will be 38,700. And this updates will be made in April 2024. So that is the first update. Now, if you guys are wondering what is 25th percentile or 40th percentile, let me quickly show you. So there's a UK government page under money and personal tax. They have talked about the percentile points from 1 to 99. And here, if you scroll down, you can just download this spreadsheet, which I have done. And what I can see, they have already this percentile on the left, and then they have all these years. They maintain the data. However, what I've noticed, they have not updated this spreadsheet after 2021. So I believe it will be further updated to 2022, 2023. And then what you can do is, if you scroll here on the left, for example, if you want to know what is the 25th percentile salary. So here you can see 25th percentile salary for the year 2020 was 18,800. And once they update this spreadsheet, it will be very much similar to what they have mentioned here, which is £29,000. I hope this is clear now. I'll provide the links in the description for you guys to have a look. So that was the biggest update. And I believe this is such a relief to the people who are on a family visa. Now, remember, people who are coming on student dependent visa or skill dependent visa or carer dependent visa, you guys are not considered as a family visa, because family visa means only people who are ILR holder or people who are a British passport holder when they bring their family, like their partner or their children. That is called family visa. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now let's move quickly to the next one, which is the update about the carer visa. Now, we didn't know the timelines of the changes which was supposed to happen next year. Now they have said they will be bringing this change as soon as possible in the new year. I believe there's very little time left for anyone who wants to apply now and put their new application. I believe from the first week of Jan or second week of Jan, this new change will be introduced for carer and senior carer. So just a one-liner reminder to people, what was the change? So if a new application is being put for carer and senior carer under shortage occupation code, under SOC code 6145 and 6146, you will not be able to bring your dependent. This is the big change. However, if you are extending your visa, you can still bring your dependent. So say if you got a visa for 2 years and say next year, July, you have to extend your visa for another 3 years, and you were single when you got this visa, but now you will be getting married next year, you can still bring your dependent because you are extending your visa and your visa is not a new application. This was the second announcement. Now let's move to the third announcement, which is about the salary thresholds. As we already know, the new salary threshold will be implemented now from spring 2024. However, in this update, they had mentioned April. Well, it's not a surprise for me because 6th of April is the financial year of UK, and I was hoping the changes will come in April sometime. So the new salary threshold for skill visa for new applications will be 38,700. And people who are renewing their visa, you will not be impacted based on the new rule. You will still be analyzed based on the old rule. There's a little catch here. If you guys see, they have mentioned we would, however, expect their pay to progress at the same rate as resident workers. Therefore, they would be subject to the updated 25th percentiles using the latest pay data when they next make an application to change employment, extend their stay, or set it. This is in line with the normal practice. Again, if I understand this correctly, what they mean, for example, here, if you remember what we talked, 25th percentile is how much? It is £29,000, which I was explaining in my point of family visa. So it means on the day, if you're renewing, say next year, July, you're extending your visa, and if your salary is less than £29,000, I think you will still not qualify. And this is how I understand it. I may be wrong, but this is how I understand it. Of course, I will be inviting a solicitor as well to talk about this change in detail so that you guys can ask your question. But I believe this is what I understand, and you can refer to the percentile spreadsheet which I was talking about. And the last update for all the students who had been waiting about the graduate visa. I know people are confused whether to come to the UK or not because it's becoming very difficult to make a decision. I can confirm that now they have told this changes will stay as what it is now, and they will be discussing with MAC again in Jan, and they don't expect some results to be out by end of 2024. I believe September, October time next year, they may come back with some recommendation. And when I say they, it means MAC, which is an independent migration advisory committee, which advises the UK government on immigration related matters. They're going to come back with proposal, and it takes some time for that proposal to be discussed before that is made a law. So I don't think anyone who's coming in Jan or April or September intake in 2024 needs to worry. I think you guys are completely safe. For future students for 2025, I think there's a lot of time to talk about it and you have a lot of time to apply. However, you can also think about the other countries if you're feeling so insecure about moving to the UK. The further update, again, not an update, but they had mentioned about shortage occupation list. They already mentioned before they are going to remove the shortage occupation list, and they're going to replace, or they will rename it to immigration salary list by only keeping minimum jobs here. At the moment, if you see, the shortage occupation list is a huge list, and they want to make this list as small as possible because they want to hire the British people fast and not hire a foreign national. Hence, the discounted salary which was given as part of the shortage occupation list will be removed. Of course, they want to promote their own people by getting more jobs rather than getting a cheap labor and by hiring the foreign nationals. So those are the updates from the UK government, and this is what was updated on 21st of December. And I think I have managed to cover as many questions I had received in my previous video. If you guys got any further queries, please leave it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching my video till the end, and I'll see you guys soon with my next video. Till then, keep learning.